How much does it cost to daily drive a Porsche 996 for a year? I'm Justin, and this is Aaron, and he's not here today, but this is Husman Bros. And before we go too much further, please subscribe. So I bought this Lapis Blue 996 1 year ago today. And I know that because it came up in my Facebook memories. And so I got to thinking, what did it cost me to drive this car for a year? Now, my car is different than Aaron's car. Aaron does not drive his car every day. I drive mine every day, and we'll throw some B-roll in so you can see how filthy this thing is. I drive this car every day, and I put about 12,000 miles on it in that year. There's a road trip in there and then driving a lot around Dallas. This is a manual all-wheel drive version. When I bought it, it had 70,000 miles on it, and as I said, now it's got 82,000. Now, for a disclaimer, I am going to leave out some things that I did to this car because I'm only counting things that were a surprise. So an oil change, I did 2 oil changes this year, cost me about 400 bucks. I know a lot of you'll say I should do it myself, but really, I don't have the time or energy to do that. I replaced the brakes on this car. Now, we did that for our YouTube channel. We didn't have to do it. Once we took them apart, we probably still had a fair amount of life left in them. If you have to do that and you have to pay shop prices, expect about 1,500 bucks to do brakes front and rear on this car. Now, that's the other thing I want to mention before we get started. What I'm talking about today are the bills that I paid to Innovative Autosports here in Carrollton. They are my Porsche guys, and I trust Charlie to help me take care of my cars. If you can do these things yourself, they will be cheaper. However, there were quite a few to do, so you might have to find a different job if you're going to be doing all this work. So let's start with the first part. The first thing I had to replace on this car, I had a bad belt on it. So my belt went bad, and to replace my belt on this car was $230.14. After my belt went bad, and he warned me about this and I really should have listened to him. After my belt went bad, my coolant expansion tank cracked. When that cracked, I had a couple other things that while I was in there, while that was out, so we had to remove and replace the alternator and the vacuum canister. That cost me about $685, and then remove and replace the coolant expansion tank. That visit was $1,478. The expansion tank was about $723 to get it done. And those were the first 2 big things I did for this car. The big one, you all watched the video, I had my clutch replaced, and someone said, you could have just done it yourself and saved a bunch of money. That's true. But I also want to say that I am not a professional mechanic. I could have done it myself, but I find it easier for major jobs to pay someone else to do it. That's not to say that we won't take them on. This is a car I drive every day, and I have a job to do aside from YouTube star. So finding someone to do this for me was worthwhile, and I think I got a lot more out of it. So we'll start with the clutch, the rear main seal, and the IMS retrofit. So that package of stuff cost me $4,204 with shop rate and everything. Now, I will go to my grave saying that an IMS bearing is fine. The one in your car is fine. Most of them at this point are fine because mine was just as good as the one that we put in there. I had to change it though because if you have a 996 and you do a clutch, you're a dummy to not do it. My biggest regret is having to pay for the IMS and that my clutch didn't last 20,000 more miles. So I had to replace the clutch on this car right at 80,000 miles. While we were in there, we did have a break. We did have something break. This is why I pay professionals to do things, and we had to repair the bell housing bolt threads. It actually was missing a bolt when they took it apart. We had to replace the flywheel because it was just as glazed as could be, and that was about $855. While we were in there, then starts to add on. Drive shaft flex joint. We did that because we had everything out of the car and it was easier to do that. Another 200 bucks. The transmission mount, another 400 bucks. While we had the car up in the air, they noticed some blowback from one of my O-rings underneath the car here for my AC. So we replaced those for $164. Now this is a real while you're in there. While we had the transmission out, we had to replace the oil separator, and that was another $517. Now there's a couple other things that I paid for, but the total of the things I had to do were $8,200. Now there's some not fun maybe stuff that I did. So this top is Metropole Blue, and I think I'm pronouncing it right. Please leave a comment if I'm not. When I bought this car, it had 2 on it. By the time I drove it home from my first Cars and Coffee, I was missing one. The black version is, I think, $15. The blue version from Porsche is about $75. So when you're looking at a car like this, make sure all the things that are a different color than black, you know they're there and you know they work. I didn't have to do that, but I would feel silly if I didn't. So another 75 bucks there. I spent probably another $50 to $100 on parts from Porsche, just plastic stuff that's broken. My door sill, the clips gave away, and that cost me $10 in clips. So things like that I bought from Porsche. I also did some fun stuff for creature comforts, if you will, for the car. So I bought myself a set of cocoa mats. These things are great. I think they dress up the car really nicely. Pardon my foam that's blowing all over. The other thing I did is I replaced the radio. Nothing special there, just a Kenwood that cost me, I don't even know, but it is an Apple CarPlay, and that's one of the things that I wanted. One of the great things about the 996 is it is pre-steering wheel control, so you can just plug a radio in and out, old school. That's one of the things I love about this car, is it is still simple. Now, the big question here is, should you go buy a 20-year-old car to drive every day? I don't know. I do it. I've done it for a long time. I drove my Jaguar for 5 or 6 years before this, and basically I took it from a 70,000 mile car to a very well kept 100,000 mile car, doing all the things you have to do. I don't feel bad about any dollar I've spent on this car because I bought it knowing I was going to be bumping against some of these 100,000 mile things. The way I figure it, any money I spend is well spent because I'm going to keep this car for a really long time and have a lot of fun with it. So I am okay with it. The last thing I want to discuss is the other running cost, which is insurance. Some of you may know that in my other life, I'm an insurance agent, and so I'm going to speak to that on this car. I have this car insured just as a regular everyday car. I do have full comprehensive and collision on it, and it costs me about 600 bucks a year. That's different for everybody, but this car is not an expensive car to insure, especially if you're an old man like me. So if you want to know about insurance, please go check out our Phoenix Insurance channel. I'll put a link to that down below, and learn about what we do on the other side of our life, and then give us a call when you find your 996. Thanks so much for watching. Aaron will be back next time. And when he comes back, we'll talk about what it's cost him to own his car and drive it for approximately 1,000 miles. I expect it will be a very short video. If you guys have any ideas for things for us to do with our cars, please let us know. And even more, we're looking at exhausts. So if you know the exhaust to put on a 996, drop that in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.